I gotta say.
We still gotta do a cleanup though. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go fetch some food.
That's awesome.
Okay, I'll be back in a bit.
Let me check. Who showed up? Audrey, Dante, Kellar.
So, Socrates, there?
Yeah, I am.
So yeah, I mean, just to give you a general idea, it's kind of like what he said. When it comes to I mean, here's the thing to consider too. You've got a healing spell on Archer. You've got 2 healing spells because you've got the Water of Healing duplicated.
Yep.
That's kind of why they mentioned healing yourself. And the idea that potions will revive you from death, like it already has. So saving potions is usually more important than saving a spell. Just because you get the spells back every map. The potions, you have to end up searching the treasure deck for again. Like the potion you just used.
Right.
You're not going to be able to find this dungeon now, and you have to wait till next dungeon to try and get it back.
Yeah,
So,
good call, good tip.
So that's just because they've been playing for so long. I mean, I'm trying to get to the point like I'm still doing it because this is the first dungeon and but I'm giving a lot of hints still, like the search for secret doors, searching for traps. I'm still hinting at doing those things when I was planning on not doing that as much. But I don't think it's fair since you haven't been through all 14 quests with everybody to know that to know the order of things. And the same thing with the potion. So I just kind of want to let you know that's how that works. It's right in the rule book too. It's like the very first day I started these guys, save your potion until you're about to die, because when you die, you can use that potion, and it essentially saves you. And you could take, like, if you have 1 body point and you take 5 damage, that doesn't matter. You die and you don't go into the negative, so you just use the potion. So you basically just defended against 4 other damage that you didn't have to worry about, rather than use the potion before you got hit. So just things to keep in mind. Again, I mean, it's not a big deal.
I'm gonna grab some quick food also, so I'll talk to you guys in a moment.
It's all good. What I do want to say is, even though you did take that risky, going into another room that you hadn't explored yet thing,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, that made for one of the most intense and interesting moments we've had in this game.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
So as much as that was kind of a little oops, at the same time, you provided one of the best situations I've ever seen.
Well, I'm happy to do it. Thanks for the invite.
Well, congratulations for living. Let me just put it that way. Congratulations on living.
I'm surprised you didn't send the gargoyle as well.
We'll see about him. All right. I'm going to step away for a brief moment then, and we're just waiting for the other guys to get back. Okay. Oh my God.
Okay. What damage was here? No one? Okay.
I'm here at the moment.
Hello. The almost dead wizard. Whew. That was intense.
Yeah, it was. I was not expecting that. 2 more rooms to open up.
It was an interesting escape plan. Just run into the unexplored territory.
Yeah. The only reason I didn't go the other way is because, like I said again, that wandering monster, and I didn't realize it had been killed at the last second. I was just hoping to take hits from a goblin instead of an orc.
Didn't quite work out.
No, sure didn't.
Good thing I gave you that potion. Good
Yep.
thing you listened to me and searched for treasure.
Good thing we traded, yep. Yep, I appreciate the tips. I haven't played quite a bit. And when I did play, it was, like over 15 years ago.
In case of doubt, just listen to what I do, because it doesn't make sense, but somehow it always works out. I'm very in tune with the game.
No doubt. And the only reason I didn't want to use a spell to heal myself is just because I hate to waste that 1 heart, because my spells heal for 4, just trying to get the max potential out of it. But I completely understand that the potions are a little bit harder to find, but when I used to play as a kid, we would get those potions like crazy.
We did have in the beginning as well, like the potion would be just shuffled back into the deck for the next dungeon. And eventually we just had all sorts of like tons of defense, tons of attack potions, everybody had healing potions and everything. It was just completely impossible to kill us at this point. So we made it that the potions only get back into the stack when they're used.
Right.
Yeah. So that kind of limits the amount of potions we can find. Yeah, true. He didn't. Yeah, true. You haven't been there when we discussed it because it's been like months ago. Yeah, couldn't know that part.
I actually did watch most of your guys' HeroQuest broadcasts, but I may have missed it, possibly.
Stalker.
Well, you guys put out a high-quality product of this game, and it's been interesting compared to all the other people that I've tried to look for.
Who's your favorite
Streamer of HeroQuest?
No, I mean out of the team. Like you watch the videos as a viewer. Who's the go-to party member?
I mean, you guys all do your job fine. I mean, you don't pass any rooms without searching.
You don't have to be politically correct. Like I mean, if you watch something, if you watch a show or something, you always have that one character you prefer over the others. Like it's kind of natural.
Do you mean hero, or do you mean person playing the hero? I'm confused on the question.
I mean more the person playing, since the heroes don't really change that much.
Yeah,
like, or in general, like.
I don't really have a favorite, but to be honest, the GM does some really good impressions and is pretty impressive.
Yeah, his voice acting is impressive, and I know that he's listening in on us. Yeah, we're just going to pretend that you're still not here. So yeah, the GM does some pretty awesome voice impressions, that's true.
Yeah, that Deckard Cain, it's old school.
Yeah, I don't even know how he does that. Like I can't modify my voice worth shit. Kage, do you have some sort of training with that, or did you just privately practice in your chamber? I want to sound like Deckard Cain.
I don't know how that happened, actually. I honestly, the first time I tried Deckard Cain's voice was in the, I was doing my Diablo stuff for the beta, and I did wanted to do the narration for the installation text.
Mhm.
Because everybody they data mined what the story so far was when you install the game, and the pictures come up and have the backstory.
Mhm.
It's like I want to narrate that, and I'm like I'll try it, and I did it. People seem to like it. I don't know. It just kind of happened. As far as like performance and things like that, I've done a bit of theater, but. You guys do know you guys are kind of being monitored, right? NSA is watching you. I mean, the live stream's still up. In case you weren't aware. Just thought I'd mention it. In case you guys thought you were having a private conversation.
No, I'm still having. You know me. I don't have any concerns about telling everything in public.
But yeah, it was just something I tried, and people seemed to like it, and it seemed to work out. And I think I forgot my water. I did.
Unbelievable.
I gotta go get it again. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, so I missed part of the conversation, although it sounded like you were trying to find out what he thought of the series as he watched
So
it.
far, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Other than that, we were just talking about my close call and how I should listen to his advice.
No, I'll never listen to his advice. He's terrible.
No one listens to me, yeah, even though I'm always right somehow. It's unbelievable. But yeah, we also talked. We also forgot to tell him that the potions are not shuffled back into the deck, which is kind of a big change to the game.
So if I would have died in that room, all the artifacts that this character has would have been lost.
Let's see. You were in a separate room, but you were fairly close to another hero.
That was a goblin in the way.
That would have been a tough one for me because usually if there's someone relatively near, I won't make things just go away since you guys were within each other. It's tough because typically if you're dead in a room and there's no other heroes in that room, then your stuff is lost.
Right.
So I might have just played that straight. Now, that being said, I probably would have put your gear spaced between future rooms in dungeons.
Interesting.
Just because the wizard by himself really isn't all that powerful. So losing all those really kind of takes away a lot of what he needs to get by.
Yeah, I would have hurt the group there, man. Got lucky.
So I would have had to basically take the 4 artifacts that you're carrying, which is that's kind of one of the consequences to consider too when giving the wizard everything, including the ring, is that if he does die, and then there's a possibility there. Of course, if you die in a room with the other heroes, they can just pick your stuff up, and then in the next dungeon you're fine. I do permanently remove items, so potions. Had you had any left over, not healing potions. And the like, and gold will get lost, even if there's someone in the room with you. But the equipment would stay.
All right.
That's kind of my house rule, just because it just kind of balances things out a bit.
You hear me?
Yes.
All right, I'm back. Archer back?
Nope.
Alright, let's see. Iron Spirit is still there. Yes, the US version is much better than the UK one. One of the few things the US does better than the UK. Ooh, snap.
It's I think they did a really good job with tweaking it. Although to be fair, when
put them up for sale
when
in the
Games
shop.
Workshop took the copyright away from Milton Bradley, they made additional changes, and that became advanced HeroQuest, and that's where you start seeing the mods where it looks more and more like D&D. So there is that. Hi guys. Oh my God, it's an archer.
Hello.
Welcome back.
thank you.
Oh, that's interesting, Iron Spirit. But on the other hand, I kinda like the wizard not being able to use almost anything, so he's very squishy. Because he's pretty powerful with his spells.
Well, he's pretty powerful with the genie. Everything else is weaker than us.
Oh, yeah, I missed that. Thanks, Matsuro. Right. No. There, hand one.
Yeah, in the UK, I like the way they did this because in the UK version there were actually less artifacts, so there really wasn't as much to find. But yeah, there was more equipment to wear, so the heroes were a lot beefier. But at the same time, the monsters were weaker anyway. It's like you said, all the monsters had one body point. I believe we mentioned that, or I talked to you guys a little bit about that in the first day. Yeah, the UK version, all the monsters, every single one of them only had one body point. They changed that in one of the expansions, dealing with ogres. But yeah, prior to that, Kellar's Keep, Return of the Witch Lord, all 14 main mission quests, every single monster had
You know
one
why
body
they changed that with ogres? Because ogres have layers.
point. With that, I'm going to go get my water.
That was so random. It was great.
Okay. So, wow, that was some of the most intense hero questing we've done to date.
Yep, definitely.
Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, as Iron Spirit said, the UK version was kind of poorly balanced in the hero's favor. It was one of those things where the UK version, I think, was more about exploration than combat. I think the combat was meant to be tertiary. But it's like, if the combat's not interesting, then what's the point of exploring anyway, right? It's kind of what it feels like to me.
Yeah, if the combat was boring and too easy, this wouldn't be anything at all.
All right.
Right.
Is everybody ready to start again?
I'm good to go.
I'm ready.
Ready.
Okay. Let me start the recording.